BourbonBlog.com live. We've been telling you about this wonderful new bourbon, American Highway Reserve, that's from Brad Paisley. And it's Danny Callaway of Bardstown Bourbon Company. He is the VP of Product Development, joining me from the Bardstown Bourbon Company. How's everything there in Bardstown, Danny?
It's awesome, Tom. Thanks for having me on. I'm excited to talk about our new project with Brad Paisley, the American Highway Reserve, and all things Bardstown Bourbon.
Excellent. Well, we always enjoy your bourbons. We know you all do a lot of fun projects. This is a really special bourbon because it's a very well-aged bourbon, but then it's seen a good part of the country. How did this whole project come about?
Yeah, it's a very unique one, and the project came about really through Brad Paisley and his love of bourbon. So started early on with this idea of aging bourbon across America. So made in Kentucky, aged across the U.S., putting bourbon on a trailer that followed Brad's tour. So you think about how bourbon ages, really relies on swings in temperature, swings in climate, that seasonality. So if a trailer goes all around the U.S., different altitudes, different climates, all that expansion and contraction of the barrel is going to age, bourbon beautifully. As you said, there's a lot of really awesome bourbon that we work together as a team to create a blend. So it's not one bourbon, right? It's 4 different bourbons, aged 4 to 15 years.
Wow.
That Brad took the lead on the blend. And one of the coolest things about this project is it happened really during COVID. So these blends were all through the mail, just like me and you talking. We were sending products back and forth. It was Brad's palate that really dictated how we put this together. So a really special blend, a special project, and one we're excited about.
That's exciting. So as you were sending these back and forth, tasting with Brad, what was he looking for? What kind of flavor profile was he wanting to go for?
I was surprised with what he was looking for. It's right out of the gate, he had just a real vision with it, a sophisticated palate where he could speak to nuances. We sent him things just to kick it off, and he had strong opinions. I think what we shared is he likes balance. He likes smooth balance, which is something I always look for as well. Finding that sweetness, that complexity, but ultimately a smooth finish. So comparable to our Fusion series where we put young and old together, but ultimately a balanced profile. This follows that. The difference is 50% of this is aged 13 year, 15 year. So it's rich, it's round, but he knew what he wanted out of the gate, which was kind of this smooth, balanced finish.
So it's a lot of that older flavor, but balanced out by, you said 4-year-old, and what's the other younger ones that are in there?
2 4-year-olds. So it's 2
4-year-olds.
One of them having a nice rye content, which gives a little punch, but then a 13-year Kentucky and a 15-year Kentucky. So 4 bourbons put together, and it truly is Brad's blend. It's not just putting his name on the product. He led the charge on this.
You all did a lot of tastings over Zoom and everything during the pandemic. You were tasting through them. And was it after that you found the blend that you put them on, or had all these barrels had been on the road? Is that right?
Just the younger component was on
the younger components had been on the road already.
Exactly. And they had aged awesome. I mean, I think maybe one day we can look at different expressions, single barrel, all that type thing.
Yeah.
But finding the blend using a foundation from the rolling rickhouse, we call it. So we're going to keep this going. They'll keep following on tour as he's now playing live, playing back, and just really kicking it off. And you can see the bottle.
Yes, let's
right
see
here.
Beautiful.
Really cool design. Really leads, made in Kentucky, aged across America. Right here, just a beautiful. Really captures the spirit of the product.
A little photo from the road during the tour of 2000. Was the 2019 tour he was doing?
Correct. Yeah. So there's the rickhouse there, the American Highway.
Rickhouse.
Yeah.
And that rolling rickhouse, when you tasted what the rolling rickhouse had done, when it had been on the road many months, almost a year?
A year. Yeah.
A year. What kind of flavor components did you pick up that were different from the the movement of those barrels.
I think what you get, and you see similar I mean, people have been doing this for hundreds and hundreds of years out of Norway, aging across the equator. Movement in barrels absolutely adds to the aging process, right? It accelerates it. It's done correctly. It's natural. So you're going to get, for a 4-year product, you're going to get more depth and richness because the barrels have had the opportunity to develop, natural expansion, becoming more porous, letting the liquid in, contracting, pushing it out. All of that kind of sped up and happening more rapidly than just really a 2-season traditional method. So
and it tastes a little older then.
Yeah, absolutely. It's picking up more barrel notes, more richer. All that baking spice, vanilla, all those natural barrel flavors are just accentuated. And then when you go and put that with a 13-year and a 15-year, you're just getting a fantastic product.
It's really put another back note. I mean, I love the fact that he's not only done a bourbon, but he's done something interesting in this rolling rickhouse and this large trailer that followed behind his tour bus. I mean, to know that actually has gone that same journey that he went. I mean, there's something that's deeper there that you can only experience just with that knowledge, with the story.
Yeah. And I think it all goes back to that classic American road trip, right?
Right.
And you yourself change, just like how the bourbon develops and changes after a road trip, through your experiences in that time and development, there's certainly a parallel there, which is,
that's true.
I love the story of it.
Yeah, the road trip that changes us with any travel or any journey. That's so interesting on so many levels. Again, this is out now. We'll see it soon.
Out now. It's going to mirror Bardstown Bourbon Company's key markets. So wherever you see Bardstown Bourbon Company, you're going to see this product. And we are working on Series 2 as we speak to come behind it. It'll be a new blend each time, which I love. That means we get to constantly create. So we're going to start putting together this Series 2 very soon.
That's so interesting. So this Series 2 will be from his 2021 tour. And is it going to be, do we know yet what ages the bourbon will be or kind of how it'll be done?
We don't know the blend yet. That's the coolest thing. Right now we're just kicking off Series 2. So working on that product. I guarantee there'll be a lot of shipping bourbon, back and forth, working on blends, discussing, talking, and it'll be a team effort led by Brad.
Excellent. Are you going to be going to any of the concerts, or have you been to any of the concerts? Tell us about the experience as you've gone along.
Yeah, it's fun. I've been a fan of it. I mean, obviously everyone knows he's an incredible musician, guitar player, everything he does. You can look up videos. And the coolest thing was shooting our promo videos here on site. He got his guitar out and just started playing on a barrel, and it was just amazing. He's truly a talented individual. So I'm looking forward to seeing more concerts and any way that we can work together.
I like it. And it's just so fun to think about the songs of whiskey, even a song he did many years called Alcohol. In country music in general. And again, I enjoy Brad Paisley so much too, but to know this is a bourbon that traveled him along as he played some of these songs about alcohol all over the country. There's so many depths of character, not only to the bourbon, but also to the story. So well done on this. I think it's going to be so fun for bourbon fans, for Brad Paisley fans to get their hands on a bottle, fairly limited edition, right?
Yeah, it's about 5,000 cases to kick off. So relatively pretty tiny release to start. And this is Series 1 that will not be replicated. So absolutely, I would jump on this one. I know I'm loading up right now. So
yeah. Oh, absolutely. It's such an important thing. If we're going to start collecting them, get the first one, look for the second. It sounds like it'll be an ongoing project.
Absolutely. We're very excited about.
Excellent. What any other news? I know there's always cool things you all are working at Bardstown Bourbon Company. What else has been going on?
Yeah, so we're always innovating, right? We're collaborating. Just came back from West Virginia yesterday, doing a fantastic infrared char, cherry wood and American oak. No flame charring it, all infrared charring at West Virginia Great Barrel Company. So we're just in the sample stage there. In January, we have our Founders KBS Stout coming out, which is right here, working through those samples as we speak. And then we just finalized yesterday Discovery number 7. Our Discovery series is always a blend. It celebrates the art of blending, the whole team coming together. This will be the first time we've gone outside the U.S. on a Discovery.
Oh,
so
really?
It's going to be a blend of bourbon, rye, and some international whiskey. So excited for that one to launch in January too. We just finalized it.
Would we guess Scotch or Irish, or what can you tell us?
Well, international, eventually Scotch. All right, we do have some. I have right now a very cool Irish whiskey project that we're working on. This is this is Canadian coming in.
Cool. That's awesome though. So cool. And you're working on an Irish one too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And the Irish one, hoping it'll be a 22 release, will be not a finishing project, the liquid put together, which will be very cool. So we're always innovating, creating, collaborating, and we're building up to our 100% core release product. Bourbon that was 100% distilled by us. We're getting closer every day. Our bourbon's just about to turn 5 years old.
Congratulations on that.
Yeah,
that's
very exciting.
You've got some coming, and of course, I know it's probably you're going to release it when you feel it's ready. Do you think it will be ready? That 100% yours in the next?
I think it's ready now. Let's go. But that's the thing. Yeah, we want everyone to try it. We'll see. We let the taste dictate, the flavor dictate everything. Best guess is somewhere between 5 and 7 years. You'll see this come out, but the flavor will dictate. So yeah, some exciting projects, and then I always invite everyone to come to Bardstown, Kentucky, bourbon capital of the world. 11 distillery experiences within 16 miles. We are on the forefront leading these immersive tour experiences where we dive into barrels, culinary paired flights, full service restaurant, cocktail classes, anything you want. Spend the day here and just really dive into bourbon.
Yeah, it really is a place like none other, and I plan to be back there hopefully very soon. It's a beautiful place, Bardstown Bourbon Company, and seeing the bourbon capital of the world there in Bardstown. So many great. You're probably already getting a lot. Are you hitting? I would imagine. I'm hearing from other distilleries now as people are traveling more. Record numbers continue there.
Oh, absolutely. Well, us being a new company, we started distilling in 2016. The restaurant 2018, Visitor Center 2019. Every week's a new record number for us as our brand is growing. So, yeah,
that's awesome. That's so cool. Well, so we'll be looking forward to the you said the Fusion series is going to be in what month again?
The Fusion 7 will be out in January, and then Discovery 7, which has this really unique blend I'm excited about, will be probably February is what we're looking at. There. Founders KBS Stout in January.
And the stout will be in, and it's again a bourbon that's been finished in the KBS stout.
Yep, exactly. Tastes perfect for winter.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect. So many new things, but also make sure right now you're looking for the American Highway Reserve that Bardstown Bourbon Company has partnered with Brad Paisley on, aged partially on the road. The blend was decided on by Brad Paisley. Looking forward to this. We'll be bringing our review. Find out more details on BourbonBlog.com. And Danny, thanks for being with us this evening. I really appreciate it. Look forward to hopefully having a sip with you real soon too.
Can't wait. Thank you.
Cheers. Thanks everybody for watching.